Can I use a derma roller on my hair every single day to get immediate growth results? Well, the answer may be surprising. Let's talk about it. This is Dr. Dwella Moten-Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. So let's talk about the who, what, when, where, and how of a derma roller. So who can use a derma roller? A derma roller can be used by any person, can be used by male, female, can be used by kids. I wouldn't let a kid use it, but a parent can use it on a child's hair. There's no differentiation of who can use the derma roller, so it can be used by everyone. And we're specifically talking about the derma roller on the scalp, not on the face or anywhere else, but on the scalp for hair growth. Okay, so that's our who. The what is a derma roller? So a derma roller is a small tool, and it looks like basically a tool that you would paint with, like a paint roller, but it has little tiny needles, like acupuncture needles, if you will, all over it. The ones that we provide through Dr. Topic Oils, there are 540 little tiny micro needles. And so what you do is you use the derma roller on areas of the scalp where the hair is not growing. So if you can see your scalp through your hair, or if you have complete bald spots like alopecia areata or tension alopecia, or if your edges are sparse, anywhere on the scalp where you can really see your scalp through your hair, those areas will be ideal for using a derma roller. If the nape of your neck or your edges are very sparse, those are ideal areas also for the derma roller. So that's the who, the what a derma roller is. When should you use a derma roller? I always recommend using a derma roller when you're not going to apply any kind of product to your hair or to your scalp. I also recommend when you're going to use a derma roller that your scalp is as clean as possible. You don't want to introduce any kind of bacteria or any kind of debris or anything into the scalp when you're doing a derma roller, because essentially it's doing acupuncture to the scalp. And you want that skin on your scalp to be as clean as possible when you're doing a derma roller, just to keep your scalp healthy and to keep down any possibility of it getting infected. Make sure that when you're using your derma roller that your scalp is as clean as possible. So that's the who, what, when, and when you should use it. I recommend, for me, when I was growing my edges back, and there's a picture that we'll attach here. There's a picture of me growing my edges in when my edges were pulled out with tension alopecia. I use mine every morning after I brush my teeth. It was a really easy time to do it. So I get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I use my derma roller. You should not use your derma roller over 1 minute. So when you're using it, use it between 30-45 seconds, 1 minute at the most. And then you want to clean the derma roller with alcohol. Never put your derma roller into water. When you put it into water, the inner workings of that derma roller are metal and they can easily rust, and you don't want to introduce rust into your scalp when you're doing your rolling. So make sure that you're cleaning it with alcohol, and then put it back into the case and allow it to dry. Most derma rollers that are more of a spa grade derma roller will come with a drying case. So ours does here. And so once you get done cleaning it, you would put it in the case and allow it to dry until you get ready to use it the next time. So that's the when. So who, what, when, where. We talked a little bit about where you use your derma roller on the scalp. So if you have a full head of hair and your hair is growing and it's thick, you don't want to use your derma roller on hair that is healthy and growing. Your scalp in those areas should be just fine. You only want to use your derma roller in areas where your scalp is sparse, or you don't have hair growing, or your hair is not growing as quickly. The edges, the nape of the neck, sometimes if you have alopecia, bald spots that are on the scalp, those are excellent places for using your derma roller. So that's the where and how you use your derma roller. So just like if you imagine someone that was painting a wall with the paint roller, you would want to use your derma roller to a left and right motion, but you also would want to go to, so if you think east and west, and then you also want to roll north and south. So you want to do both of those directions when you're using your derma roller. And you want to apply a little bit of pressure. And it doesn't matter if you don't feel the prickliness of the needles. They are working. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. So you don't want to roll it until it starts to hurt, or roll it until it gets red or it starts to be inflamed. You want to roll it to where for that 30-45 seconds to 1 minute, you want to roll it to east and west, and then you want to roll it north and south. And so that helps you to be able to know how you use the derma roller. So with that answer there, you asked, can I use the derma roller every single day? I don't recommend using a derma roller every single day unless you have no hair on that scalp. And that particular protocol should be followed very closely. If you're working with, say, one of our scalp specialists or our healthy hair specialists that are here at Dr. Topic Oils, they can walk you through that process. But you definitely want to make sure you're working with someone who knows exactly how to use a derma roller, the best way that you should use it, the safest way for you to use it, and to get insight from them to know what you should be expecting over the next 30 or 45 days while you're using it. I recommend using your derma roller maybe 3 times a week if you have alopecia spots that are completely bald. If you're trying to grow in your edges where you see a little bit of hair there, but it's not coming in as great, 2 to 3 times a week is totally fine for that as well. But if you have just a little bit of hair and it's just starting to grow in, once a week is plenty for using your derma roller. So hope that's helpful. This is Dr. Dwella Moten-Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. Thanks. He agrees.